Breathing in, there is awareness of breathing in. Breathing out, there is awareness of breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Where do we suffer? At work, Part 2. Workplace soap operas. While one's place of work is meant to be all about, well, the work, invariably, many of us bring our personal, and essentially psychological, issues to work almost on a daily basis. And while perhaps certain fellow employees are genuinely interested in our problems and actually want to help us move through them, still, there are likely other coworkers who are far from interested in our affairs and may become uncomfortable with or might outright suffer from our suffering due to the unresolved issues we invariably trigger within them. Passing ships. For perhaps some of us, working the night shift has more advantages than disadvantages, while for others of us, working overnight hours is particularly insufferable since the body's circadian rhythm becomes greatly disrupted, causing us to experience sleep problems as well as potential metabolic issues, not to mention adversely affecting our cognitive abilities and overall mood. For those of us in committed relationships, our partner may work and ultimately live by an opposing schedule, and, thus, relationship stress and strain may arise as we rarely get to spend quality time together. Up, down, and sideways. Since many of us essentially live paycheck to paycheck, working in a job that greatly hinges upon local, state, and even national economies can cause us to experience fear, worry, and anxiety, perhaps almost constantly, because we never know, especially in today's lightning-fast world of business and finance, whether we will have a job at all tomorrow, next week, or even next month. Whether we will be able to find a new job at a virtual moment's notice, or risk losing virtually everything we have thus far worked for in life. Working conditions. Perhaps nothing causes any one of us to suffer at work more than the conditions under which we do our jobs, whether it be near constant noise levels, temperature issues, too hot or too cold, toxic odors, cleanliness issues, hazards, tripping, falling, or unsafe equipment, our workspace itself, too cramped, listening to other employees' voices all day, or we never see natural light, and more, can individually or altogether make us feel undervalued, unimportant, and unappreciated, can validate how we ultimately feel about ourselves.